Hello, everyone. If you are a foreign investor or an entrepreneur and want to learn how you can live and work in the United States, then you want to stick around and watch this video because there's a visa called the E2 visa that allows you to live and run your business from right here in the United States. So what is the E2 visa? The E2 visa is an investor visa that allows people from countries that have a treaty with the United States to live and run their business right here in the US. So countries like Canada, Mexico, Italy, Jamaica, China, and Cameroon are countries that are eligible for an E2 visa. If you are a foreign investor or an entrepreneur from one of those countries, then with a substantial investment, you will be able to start a business from right here in the United States. So if you want to find out if your country is one of the countries that has a treaty with the United States, then you can visit the State Department's website to look at the list to see if your country is eligible. The first step in the E2 visa process is to determine what type of business you actually want to start or invest in. So are you an entrepreneur that's a consultant? Are you a coach? Are you thinking of opening up a restaurant or a coffee shop or maybe an e-commerce business? You need to determine what type of business that you want to start so that you can plan accordingly and also create a business plan. Now, if you do not know what type of business that you want to start, that's okay. You can always work with other consultants or brokers who will be able to guide you towards the best business for you to start. And they can also work with you to determine if there's a business that you can actually invest in or partner with. See, with the E2 visa, you can actually either start your own business, invest in an existing business, or you can actually consider buying into a franchise. So it's a very flexible visa. So once you determine what type of business you want to start, you have to establish and create your business entity. So you have to register your business, and you can either register an LLC, a corporation. Then you're going to go to the IRS website and get yourself an EIN number, and it's totally free. But you want to make sure that you actually register a legal entity when you are applying for the E2 visa. Also, you want to be sure that you determine that, the type of business that you are starting, if it requires a business license in the state that you're going to be running your business, you want to make sure that you're complying with all those rules and regulations within that state. So you want to make sure that you have the necessary business licenses that are required as well. So once you've set up your business, the next step is to open up a bank account. And the reason that you have to open up a bank account is not only because you need a business bank account to operate your business, but you're going to have to transfer a substantial amount of the investment into this account. This is a very important step in the E2 visa process. And most people who are applying for the E2 visa are applying from outside of the US. So you're going to be transferring that funds from your home country into the US-based business account. However, there are some people who do apply for the E2 visa within the United States, and I'll make another video that talks about that. So when you're transferring your funds into your new business bank account, you will be required to provide proof, of how this was funded. So you want to make sure that you have documentation for that, how you got the money, did you sell real estate, was this money earned from a business in your home country, and so forth. It's important that you want to have documentation of how you actually received the funds for this investment for your new business. So once you've funded your account, you want to use that money to actually invest in your business. Invest into the business operation. So maybe that looks like getting an office space, putting up your website, hiring staff, getting equipment, inventory, or getting a warehouse, whatever it is that you need for your business, because you want to be able to show that you are actually putting your investment at risk towards building your actual business. So when applying for the E2 visa, it's very important to show that you have actually invested in the US-based business. It's also very important to show that your particular business that you have decided to start will be able to generate a substantial amount of revenue. Many people have their visa denied because their business that they started is considered marginal. So it's important for you to show that this will actually be an active and profitable business, and that, all of this should be outlined in your actual business plan that you're going to be including in your application. So remember, it's important to show that you're putting your investment at risk, prior to applying for the application, and you're actually in the process of putting together your business. You're actually starting to run your business. While you're doing this, you want to document your expenses and get your business plan together. So all of the expenses should be documented, because this is going to be included in the application. Also included in your E2 visa application will be your business plan. And now this is a very important part. You have to provide an overview of your business projections over the next 5 years. Your business plan should also include like a company summary, 5-year projected profit and loss statements, employee hiring plan, detailed market analysis, marketing plan, job descriptions, industry analysis, and so forth. And it's fine if you do not know how to create a business plan. There are companies that actually help people create business plans, and there are also consultants who specifically work with individuals who are interested in applying for investor visas to the United States. Once you have all your documents together, you want to be sure that your application is completed within the guidelines of the specific embassy that you're going to be submitting your application to. So what if you want to buy an existing business? Well, you want to make sure that you do the research on the particular company that you're looking into, look into their financials to make sure that they're actually profitable. If you're buying an existing business, you want to be sure that you're purchasing a business that's active and will be generating a substantial amount of money and income that will be able to support you and your family right here in the United States. If you're thinking about partnering up with an existing business, be sure to do your due diligence. And also, I recommend that you negotiate ownership of at least 51% of the business. A lot of people ask about franchising as an option. Franchises are also a good option for individuals looking to purchase an existing business, because they're already established, set up corporations and businesses. There are already existing guidelines and marketing industry analysis. When you purchase a franchise, there's a lot of information already on that business because it's an existing business. So you'll be able to submit, have an easier time submitting that information with your E2 visa application. So I always tell people, when you're thinking of starting a business, really consider whether you're going to enjoy doing this type of business long term. Of course, you want to consider the startup cost and, will your business be able to scale and grow overall and be profitable? But it's very important that you also consider whether or not you're going to enjoy it. People also ask about how much of an investment needs to be invested to get this visa. On average, people invest anywhere from $100,000 for their business. There have been some people who are able to invest less for the E2 visa, but keep in mind that this amount is going to depend on the type of business that you decide to start. Okay, well, I hope that you liked this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions about the E2 visa, please, you can drop a comment below, or you can send me an email or give me a call. My number is up on the screen. And also, if you like this video, please share it with your friends and your family, and also hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can learn about future videos that I will be providing on immigration law and different topics, including the E2 visa. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.